Hi, everyone, and greetings on this December the 5th, which makes the math pretty easy in counting down the days until Christmas on the 25th. So I'll forego that. Your forecast, as of right now and beyond, will go towards making you feel like it's a bit closer to Christmas. We've still got a massive winter weather player coming into town. No big snows or anything of that nature, but definitely the coldest air that we've seen thus far, and really no real rebound in sight as of yet. And there is some snow in our forecast, maybe even enough to say it's our first official snowfall of the year, and that will be later on over the weekend. We'll tell you more about that in just a few seconds. We'll talk about tonight, of course, as the world knows by now, how pizza and Wi-Fi will result in Eric C. Kahn being home for the holidays, so to speak. Some arrests that took place during our holiday celebration here in Sagersville before the Christmas parade last weekend, backing up to cover that. And we'll also have a couple of special reports this evening. Good news is sometimes hard to find. Not tonight. We'll talk about a local organization and their undertaking, I believe, for the fourth year in a row of serving our kids, raising thousands of dollars to do so. And we'll also have a special invitation for you, and I mean for everyone, about a Christmas celebration feast for all a week from today in Sagersville. So that is just a part of what we've got. A lot happening on our community calendar as well, and I do mean a lot. It's the holidays. Of course there will be. We'll get to all of that in just a second. Right now, we'll go ahead and begin with Eric C. Kahn, as we were started to get wind of yesterday afternoon, captured and on his way to the United States today. This after pizza and Wi-Fi tipped authorities off to his location. To the left, Kahn seated in the Pizza Hut in Honduras, where he was captured. To the right, after being taken into custody without incident and being interviewed before being treated to a private plane ride back to Kentucky, where he should be landing in Kentucky in Lexington momentarily. This after the Honduras Agency of Technical Criminal Investigation took him into custody on Saturday over the course of the weekend, almost exactly 6 months after he fled authorities. That, of course, after he pled guilty, facing up to the maximum of 12 years in prison for the more than $550 million scheme to defraud, of course, the government in the Social Security fraud case that, of course, has made its way around the world. Now he faces even more time in prison for the elaborate escape. Of course, you'll recall he cut his ankle bracelet off with some assistance in the planning stages, getting a vehicle to flee in, ultimately being spotted down near the Mexico border, and then not being seen from until authorities were able to zero in on him. He connected to Wi-Fi, from what we understand, at the Pizza Hut, and that is one of the facets of this investigation that led to his capture. We're not sure if authorities had eyes on him or information about his whereabouts before that, but that it was a part of him being taken back into custody. Now being brought back to Kentucky, where he is going to face a judge for what is expected to be the full 12-year term that he faced, as well as the additional charges that he will now be subject to. Are you looking to visit or come home to Sagersville to relax, reconnect, or maybe ride the Dawkins Trail? Then you have to stay in our luxurious lofts over downtown that comfortably and conveniently accommodate parties of 1 to 10 with king beds, beautiful decor and furnishings, and walls adorned with the city's history. There's absolutely nowhere else like the Mortimer Lofts. Book directly through VRBO. Find them on Facebook at the Mortimer Lofts of Sagersville or call 606-349-3299. A lot of reports tonight having to do with the holidays. One, not so much, but during the time that most everyone else in Sagersville was watching the Sagersville Hometown Christmas Parade, local authorities were making several methamphetamine-related arrests. Sagersville PD officers Jeremiah Watson and Tracy Salyer were on parade patrol, if you will, helping everyone get in and out to the parade safely over the course of Saturday. And while in Dixie, a vehicle pulled in behind one of the officers known to have active warrants on them out of Menifee County. The two inside the vehicle, Brian Perkins and Sheena Ingram. We understand that Brian Perkins was said to be in possession of drugs. The driver, Perkins was known to have 2 active warrants, the female 3 active warrants in her name. The female admitted to there being needles, some with drug residue, in the trunk of the vehicle, and claimed that Perkins also had drugs on his person as well. Perkins actually tried to hide the drugs at one point in the cruiser of one of the officers, where they found a bag with crystal-like substance believed to be methamphetamine in the back seat. He also admitted to being in possession of nearly a gram of crystal meth. There was also a black case found in the truck that they were in. Inside were several needles with residue, other baggies or a baggie of drugs or what had residue of drugs in them, and other items, all taken by authorities, including more than $131 that was seized from Sheena Ingram, who had admitted to trafficking at an earlier date. In all, 33-year-old Brian Perkins was charged with possession of a controlled substance in the first for the methamphetamine, tampering with physical evidence, and possession of paraphernalia. The 31-year-old Ingram was charged with 2 counts of possession of a controlled substance, one in the first for methamphetamine, trafficking in a controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. This was Saturday. They're still in the Big Sandy jail at this hour. Also on Saturday, Sayersville police officer Mike Nichols got a call about a disturbance at a residence behind the Sayersville Speedway involving a Johnny James, 53, of Sayersville. Nichols notes in his arrest citation that upon approaching James, he started to walk away and attempt to maybe elude the officer. However, he didn't. He did stop, and then Nichols noticed that just to his side, directly beside where he was standing on the sidewalk, was a crystal bag with some quantity of crystal methamphetamine, was a plastic bag with crystal methamphetamine inside. It appeared as though Nichols noted that James was trying to discard the drugs before being arrested. He had a Suboxone strip or strips in his wallet, a pill in his pocket, and altogether is facing methamphetamine possession charges and other drug-related charges, including being under the influence and possession. I've got 2 extra special reports coming up in just a few moments. Right now, here's what's happening, and there's a lot happening on tonight's Magoffin Farm Bureau Community Calendar. Beginning with some birthday wishes to Zach Brown from, and with a lot of love, Autumn Brown, Terry, and Jackie. Happy birthday today to Zach Brown. Happy birthday to you. And celebrating 25 years together today, friends and viewers, Billy and Tina Mullins, 25 years together today. Happy 25th anniversary to Billy and Tina. Going on to other announcements, very important, just for tomorrow's collection, Rumpke's employees have a mandatory meeting. They're running extra early, beginning at 5 o'clock tomorrow, so get your garbage out early, to very early tomorrow morning or late tonight, and the transfer station is closing tomorrow at 2. Once again, that's running extra early tomorrow for Rumpke. Don't forget the Sayersville Funeral Home's annual toy drive, accepting graciously any new unwrapped toy that you would like to bring by the Sayersville Funeral Home. All toys going to kids in Magoffin County. It's their 4th annual event. It's grown each year, and that's with your support, and they hope that it will continue. If you can, bring them by or drop off a new unwrapped toy of any value to the Sayersville Funeral Home. Also, on a holiday note, a Christmas gift giveaway this coming Saturday, and I have the time on the screen wrong. I don't know where oh yeah, Saturday at 10 a.m. I'm sorry, I've got 2 times there. It is this Saturday morning at 10. They're the church there crossing the Sayersville Speedway, giving out gifts till they run out by the East Kentucky Mission and Sinking Fork Baptist Church. Ignore the 8:30 to 3. That starts at 10 o'clock. The South Magoffin Volunteer Fire Department set their Christmas run schedule. Now, I'm going to run this all week, and I'm not going to read it every night, but there's where they plan on being. They're going to leave the fire department this Saturday afternoon at 4. Their first stop, Salt Lick at 4:15. Long Creek, Buck Creek, Whitley, Trace, 542, 1502, then Howard's Branch to Sulphur Springs, and so on and so forth. So stay tuned the rest of the week if you want to find that out, and I will go into it in complete detail at least once. But going on, for now, Water Into Wine has set their next senior distribution day at the food pantry for a week from today, next Tuesday, 8:30 till noon. Their regular day of distribution will be next Wednesday, 8:30 till 3. That's at the Lakefront Church of God over on Route 30 at the old school. North Magoffin Elementary had a site-based council, a regular session meeting set for next week on Wednesday. Just to let you know, it's already been canceled. As far as I know, they have not reset that as of yet, but the meeting for next Wednesday, the 13th, has been canceled for North Magoffin's site-based council. A few other holiday events. Now, the Magafa County Cattle Association's Christmas Gala is Thursday the 14th, 6 o'clock at the high school. I probably won't remind you until again next week, but it's a $6 chili dinner meal with a hot fudge cake at the end. All kids 5 and under also eat free. It's an annual event. They hope to see you there. They always have a big crowd, and they're going to have a wonderful chili dinner. Don't forget the Country Ham Project. You have to register by December the 15th if you want to be a part at the Magafa County Extension Office. It's $40 per ham. You register by the 15th. You can do so by coming by the Extension Service or calling 349-3216. And also put this on your radar, please. This comes from one of our friends, Carol Hall, who has been donating now for 40 years of her life. She's on her 16th gallon of blood, and you can donate it to the next Magafa County Community Blood Drive Saturday the 16th. It's going to be here at the Highlands After Hours Clinic. This, too, I will put over on the calendar and remind you next week when it gets a bit closer. But all who donate get a $10 Amazon gift card. And remember, Candy Cane Lane is now open nightly, 6 till 10, and more likely than not, you'll see Santa out there sometime during the evenings at Candy Cane Lane and the Gardner Farm here in Sayersville on the Ivy Point Hill. I think that does it for the calendar for tonight. I've already got a slew of other ones coming in for the rest of the year. I hate saying that in holidays, so get your announcements to us so we can get them on if you so desire everyone to know about them. Mail, email, Facebook, phone, fax, drop them off here at the studio any way you choose. And one last reminder that a memorial service is to be held this Sunday at 3 in honor of Betty Arnett Davis, 78 of Dixie Avenue, who passed away on the 22nd, preceded in death by her son Anthony Shane, survived by sons Thomas Preston, Russell Preston, and daughters Elizabeth Looney and Haiti Wimmer. A memorial service once again at the Sayersville Funeral Home Sunday at 3, with the family welcoming friends at 1 o'clock, 2 hours prior. To get high-speed internet on their state-of-the-art fiber optic network for all of your home and business solutions, or to watch TV without a contract on over 200 digital channels with superb quality, or stay connected with family and friends with 24/7 telephone service you can always depend on, contact Foothills Broadband today. Or just click on their link to the right to find out how they're working to provide the latest in communications at affordable prices with exceptional service at Foothills Broadband. Now for our next two top local reports this evening. We'll begin with an organization, first of all, steeped with a history of helping our community and helping our community's kids. Now for the fourth year that I've covered this, the Sayersville Masonic Lodge 769 has raised thousands of dollars for its Coats for Kids campaign, and in doing so they are working in concert with Magafa County's Family Resource Youth Service Center directors. Altogether, they raised, with those ladies helping them spend, $6,000 on some very deserving Magafa County students. Yes, $6,000 graciously given by so many of you. Now let's join some of the Masons, including Colin Ray Jackson and our Magafa County Family Resource Youth Service Center directors and members of the Board of Education and Superintendent of Schools, Scott Helton.
On behalf of Sayersville Lodge, with great pleasure, we present the Family Resource Center with a check of $6,000 for the Children's Coat and Boot Fund. I'd like to thank the people that donated. Without their donations, this would not have been possible. A lot of people donated, and I personally would like to thank one of our members, Paul Montgomery, better known as Gumby. He worked this real hard, and Gumby deserves a lot of credit for this.
And indeed he does, responsible for collecting the lion's share of this $6,000. Paul Montgomery, or Gumby, also refused to go to any local businesses, realizing that they support so many worthy causes year-round. So he found individuals throughout the Magafa County area, co-workers and people who might be just a little bit farther out but have ties to Magafa County as well, to collectively raise $6,000. That's $1,500 to each of the 4 schools in Magafa County that have Family Resource Youth Service Centers, that being the 3 elementary schools and the middle school.
Each one of them has a resource worker in each school, and they do a wonderful job. The school's lucky to have girls like this. You ought to watch them shop.
We did 15 students, $100 on each student. We got them shoes, coat, pair of pants, shirt, socks. And we have families that call the Resource Center every day asking me if I can help them with clothing, food, Christmas gifts. So this is really amazing, and we really want to thank the Masons. It's been real helpful, and the families really appreciate it.
The only thing that I want to say is with the economic times that we're struggling with right now and the budget cuts that we're receiving from Frankfurt, these donations like this and working with the community, this organization here has been good with us over years, but it enables these girls to be able to do some of this shopping and provide some of these goods for these students. And if you can see the faces on the children when they give them out to them, it's amazing. But living in an area that we live in, any time that you have people come together and work together to provide for students when times are tough, it's amazing. And we just want to thank the Masonic Lodge and all their members for the contributions that they make to the McGoffin County Schools.
Now for another special report, a special invitation for everyone. This kind of started with a few folks having a great idea, and it kind of snowballed and worked its way out from there, and now it's involved too many people to thank and mention at this time. But an invitation to everyone out there to come and just be a part of a wonderful Christmas dinner. Yeah, it's just that simple. A massive undertaking, nothing simple about that. Nothing simple about organizing, cooking, or serving a complete community-wide Christmas dinner a week from today. But that's what they are doing. Members of the committee that formed will tell you now, three of those specifically being Kathy Borders, Mayor Pete Shepard, and Rosemary Arnott. But those three, speaking on behalf of the rest of the committee, are inviting everyone to join them as individuals and churches and groups and others have come together and wanted to just prepare a really nice Christmas dinner for everyone. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about who it is for. It's for everyone, to bring everyone together for just a great dinner a week from today at the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center in honor and in lieu of the holidays.
It's an event for every resident of McGoffin County. It is a turkey dinner, and it's going to be held here at the community center. And we're going to be serving the dinner from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. This event happened by a few people starting to talk about it and discussing it, and we got a lot of church organizations, a lot of businesses, a lot of individuals, a lot of different nonprofits. There are a lot of people who are on board, and a lot of those entities have been very generous about donating funding so we can do this for you.
We hope to have a great big crowd, so what we've got planned is for the Baptist Church to volunteer 2 vans to come in the park, and anybody that has trouble finding parking, just please go over to Ramey Park, and every 15-20 minutes they'll be running back and forth to the community center, bringing you here and taking you back. So parking, we hope, will be a problem because we hope to have a big crowd, and we think we've got that fixed with the Baptist Church buses. And we want to emphasize to everybody that everybody should come to this. This is a community event, just not for the needy, the poor, the rich, or anybody. It's for everybody. We want everybody to have a big time, come down and enjoy the meal and be with us that day.
And what is the main thing that everybody wants to know about? It is the menu. So we are having turkey, dressing, mashed potatoes, gravy, green beans, corn, baked beans, rolls. We're having delicious desserts and plenty of drinks.
And plenty of entertainment to go along with such an incredible meal. This Christmas celebration feast next Tuesday, 11 in the morning till 2 that afternoon, will also feature the choirs from the high school and the Harold Whitaker Middle School and some other folks all singing Christmas carols. And it's all free, and it's for everyone.
And we just want everyone to come out and enjoy this wonderful day. This is a perfect way to add to the Christmas season, enjoying with family, friends, and a good meal.
So, with that being said, on behalf of the entire committee that has organized, planned, and going to implement this event, us three say
Merry Christmas.
And it's going to feel much more like Christmas the next time you walk outside, and every time thereafter for a while, maybe for a long while. At the 6 o'clock hour, showers, as you can see by local Doppler radar, on their way out of town and out of the picture. But the cold air is here to stay. Just a tick or two below freezing tonight, but all the moisture will be gone, so no issues. Just cloudy skies and around 31 for nighttime lows. We'll pick up a couple, maybe a dozen, maybe 13 degrees before it's over tomorrow. We'll see the sunshine return, clear, calm, and cooler. Nighttime lows back into the upper 20s for midweek. As for Thursday, the downward trend continues. We'll top out around 40 degrees for daytime highs. Still mostly sunny. Still only a few clouds at night. But a low of 21 will follow that daytime high that might make it into the 40s Thursday. And I'll call this consistent. We'll fall from 40 down to the mid-30s and hold there. 35, mostly sunny, a few clouds. Nighttime lows still hovering right around the 20-degree mark Friday and Saturday. But the next weather maker comes into the picture and into play on Saturday as well. Snow showers are likely right now after 4 o'clock or so in the afternoon. I do have on the bottom of your screen a 60% chance of rain or snow. It's kind of erring on the side of caution. I think if anything, we'll just see snow showers. Accumulation, I don't want to go that far. Our first technically measurable snowfall of the year, yeah, that's possible. Not enough to cause much more fret than that, but I think that's where we are. 34, mostly cloudy, and in the afternoon, some showers, snow showers that is, could blow into town and then dwindle down to about a 30% chance up before midnight or so. So not even a full day, half day, a little more of some snow showers possible on Saturday, followed by the same temperatures on Sunday, 35, but sunny and mostly clear for your Sunday. Mostly sunny, 47 on Monday. Tuesday of next week, I think we'll still be in the low 40s, and Tuesday will also bring about our next chance of some rain or maybe snow showers. That's going to wrap it up for tonight. Tomorrow we'll have the complete details on the sentencing that did take place earlier today of Greg Howard of Magoffin County in federal court. I'll have that and other news and information, of which you'll only see here. Hope to see you then. Good night.